This event was recorded earlier this month, prior to India facing its toughest healthcare challenge in recent history. Let us please observe 30 seconds of silence to commemorate the deaths of thousands of our brethren to COVID-19 and also to acknowledge the sacrifice, hardship, and grief that our fellow Indians have been going through. We firmly believe that art has the power to transform lives, and it is resilience and hope that will get us all through to the other side. Doctors and medical professionals, in their own way, are artists operating on the canvas of wellness, and we need their resilience as they work insane hours and incredibly hard to see Indians through the second wave. APRAJITA, the resilient artist, applauding the undaunted spirit in all artists.
Hi guys, my name is Amish Tripathi and I'm the director of the Nehru Center. The Nehru Center is the cultural wing of the Indian High Commission in the UK, and we've been in existence for many decades, and we organize wonderful events at this very auditorium, which is in Mayfair in central London. Sadly, as you can see, the auditorium is empty. It has been empty since we were all put into lockdown due to the coronavirus pandemic. But what we Indians believe is that the other side of a crisis is an opportunity. And what we have done at the Nehru Center is moved all our events online. So now if you attend our online events, every single seat is a VIP seat. Like you get a front row at our events. No trouble of parking, no trouble of traveling all the way. And most practically all the programs that we would do, like literary discussions and dance performances, musical performances, we are doing them all on our online channels. You can register for our newsletter at our website nehrucenter.org.uk. You don't need to write them down, they will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also come to our Facebook page, which is a verified page, the Nehru Center. You can follow updates on all our events on Twitter as well, the Nehru Center, that's also a verified account. Or you can come to our YouTube channel, again, the Nehru Center. We are nothing if not consistent. I hope you do come to our online channels and enjoy the events that we are putting up for you. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Namaste, Jai Hind.
Namaskar and welcome to day 3, our final day of celebrating the undaunted spirit in all artists as part of this festival. APRAJITA, the resilient artist. Continuing on our theme of juxtaposing contrasting genres and sharing the joy of seeing artists embrace the challenge of collaborating virtually across oceans and time zones, in our next co-location, saxophone as an instrument evokes jazz to be retrofitted with Bharatanatyam.
Two arrows, coming from different directions, but heading towards the same destination. Aligned in their approach and dedication to their art form, but separated geographically by an ocean. We proudly bring you Phil Scarf from Boston, USA, and Neha Bhatnagar from Brisbane, Australia. Phil Scarf is a saxophonist and composer who performs Indian classical music and contemporary jazz. He leads the world jazz groups Natraj and the Lewis Porter Phil Scarf Group. Phil is pioneering the performance of North Indian classical music on soprano saxophone. He's an established Hindustani musician and collaborated with icons of Indian classical music, including Ronu Mazumdar, Kadri Gopalnath, and Chitraveena Ravikiran. Neha Bhatnagar is a Brisbane-based Bharatanatyam dancer who believes and advocates for a more equal playing field for Indian classical arts. That led her to establish Sarvam Foundation Delhi and bring arts and artists closer to each other and to new audiences. She also runs the Shakti project that offers world-class training in Indian classical arts and yoga to underprivileged girls.
Chinta, Chita, Samakhyata, Chinta, Chita, Topyadhika, Chita, Nirjivam Dahati, Chinta, Jivatam Hi Dahati.
Ta ta jim ta ta jim ta ta jim tati tadi kidagadam tadingina ta ta jim ta jim ta jim tati tadi kidagadim tadingina ta ta jim ta jim ta jim tati tadi kidagada ta dim ta dim ta dim tati tadi kidagada ta jim ta jim ta jim tadi kidagada ta jim ta jim ta jim tadi kidagada kidagada ta jim ta jim ta jim tadi kidagada kidagada tadi kidagada tadingina ta ka din na 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 dam ta ka din na 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 dam ta ka din na 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 dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka din na ta ka din na ta ka din na dam ta ka
दिनयामिन्यौ सायं प्रातः शिशिरवसन्तौ पुनरायातः कालः क्रीडति गच्छत्यायुः तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशावायुः। We have a choice to be resilient when the world throws its arrows at us. One way is the path of the 4 yogas.
Our next juxtaposition beautifully exploits the extreme dependence on precise footwork, characteristic of both Kathak and ballet. Presented by two UK-based dancers, Anuradha Chaturvedi and Anne Lewis Wall. Anuradha trained under late Pandit Arjun Mishra in Lucknow and is a recipient of Shringar Mani. She is the founder and artistic director of Drishti Dance and is principal artist for Yuva Gati at Dance Exchange, Birmingham. Anne Wall trained with Richard Slaughter on the Royal Ballet School Associate Program and at English National Ballet School. She has performed at Sadler's Wells and the Llangollen International Musical Eisteddfod and is currently a principal dancer and teacher with English Youth Ballet.
Namaskar. I am truly delighted and excited to be part of this wonderful online event, APRAJITA, organized by Mathurya Arts. Our online collaboration, #Hope Unchanged, is a celebration of an unfailing resilience of human spirit. Hope and despair are the two sides of the same coin, and human spirit wages an unceasing battle between the two as long as it lives. However, it is hope that provides that small spark that fires up the human resilience. Therefore, through this collaboration, we have tried to explore that small grain of hope that would not let us give up.
When creating our piece, Anu and I decided to use a poem as inspiration alongside the music. We united on John Clare's poem Instinct of Hope because we felt it spoke of the hope which many of us are feeling in these current times. Anu and I would like to thank Nilambri and Creeper from Madhuraya Arts for this beautiful opportunity and connection in such challenging times. We hope you enjoy our piece. #Hope Unchained. Is there another world for this frail dust, to warm with life and be itself again? Something about me daily speaks there must. And why should instinct nourish hopes in vain?
Ha ta 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 di na ta di na ta 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 di na ta di na ta di ta ta di ta ta a ta ta di ta ti ti ta 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 di ta ti ti ta 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 di ta 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 di ta 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 ti ta ti ta ti ta ti ti ta ta.
It is nature's prophecy that such will be, and everything seems struggling to explain the close, sealed volume of its mystery. Time wandering onward keeps its usual pace, as seeming anxious of eternity. To meet that calm and find a resting place. feels a future power, and waits each year renewing blooms to bring. And surely man is no inferior flower, to die unworthy of a second spring.
Nadir dir tani tadani tum tadare dani 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 tum tanana tum tadare dani nadir dir tani tadani tum tadare dani nadir dir tani tadani tum tadare dani Sani dhani sani sa gama gama pani thapa ma pa gama gari sa isa gama pani re gare sani thapa ma gama pani sa gama pani sa gama pani sa dir dir ta na 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 tum tanum ta da re dani dir dir ta na 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 tum tanum ta da re dani ta na 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 ti tum ta da re dani na dir dir tani ta dani tum ta da re dani na dir dir tani ta dani tum ta da re dani tum ta na na tum ta da re dani na dir dir tani ta dani tum ta da re dani na dir dir tani ta dani tum ta da re dani tum.
Is there another world for this frail dust, to warm with life and be itself again? Something about me daily speaks to me.
It would be remiss of us not to mention the names of people who made this celebration possible. Krishnan, who sitting in Chennai offered his editing skills to put together the films and videos for us. Vineet, who made it possible for all of us to view it in this format. Archana from the Nehru Center, who tirelessly ensured we all do our bit on time and in full. Guhari ji, who guided all of us to navigate the systems and processes to structure this. And of course, Amish for his blessings, support, and providing us this platform. We would also like to thank our mentors, supporters, friends, and family, and most of all, our Guru,
Devi Basu.
without whom we would not be here. Let us acknowledge the efforts of not just the artists who presented their work in the last 3 days, but numerous others all over the world who have persevered over the last several months. We would now like to share a brief special address delivered specifically for this event by Subhadra Subramaniam, the director of Academy UK, one who needs no introduction.
Namaskaram. Firstly, I want to say a huge thank you for inviting me to say something at the end of this festival. APRAJITA has been such an important festival celebrating the resilience of our dance artists. And resilience, I think, is such an important word at the moment. Art has been even more important in our lives during this year. It has done for us, has kept us all connected with each other, with communities, and with the rest of the world. I am humbled by the sheer resilience our artists have shown throughout this year. They have continued to be creative. They have continued to imagine and reimagine their work. I've had the pleasure of working with artists who have ensured that South Asian dance has gone to all aspects of our communities. People of all ages and all abilities have still been able to enjoy South Asian dance, from the comfort of their own homes. How our artists have done Zoom calls with people with profound learning difficulties, with older people who have limited movement. And they have used our dance forms, our storytelling, our abhinaya to ensure that we all stay connected. There is an element of well-being, mental and physical, and all of this has only been possible because of the resilience of our artists. So many of our artists have had to reimagine their work to ensure it sits in the digital realm. Now, that hasn't been easy. There's been a lot of learning. There's been a lot of sharing. Our art forms, our dance artists have ensured that people all over the world can enjoy the diversity through our stories, our narratives, our voices. And this has been so hugely important in the current climate. I'm filled with hope, I'm filled with optimism, and I feel hugely humbled to be working in this sector, in this country, and for Academy currently. And I am really, really excited. So I hope you will all join me in this hope and optimism, because really there is so much of it out there. Thank you, and what a fantastic festival, and long may it continue. Thank you.
Wu Wei is a Chinese term signifying natural or effortless action when an artist reaches mastery and achieves the third stage of performance, being unconsciously competent. Whether it is to cultivate the eye or to become a good dancer, whether it is to get mesmerized or to be inspired, whatever the reason be, the finale of this festival is by an artist who will force us to bathe in the beauty of watching her as she makes her art come alive. Please welcome the master Kuriyattam artist, Kapila Venu.
Namaskaram. I'm so very happy to be a part of APRAJITA, the resilient artist. I perform for you today an episode from Sri Krishna Charitam Nanyar Kooth, which is a solo female storytelling tradition in Kudiyattam. Today's episode is Kalia Mardanam, Krishna's victory over the poisonous snake Kalia. The storyteller Kalpalatika enters and performs the ritualistic observance of the space and the spectators, followed by an invocation of the gods, the gurus, and the ancestors. Then she gives a gist of the story that precedes today's episode, where she talks about how Nandagopa, Krishna's father, and all the other cowherds and their families moved to Vrindavana and settle down there, and of how Krishna slays Aghasura and also subdues the excessive pride of Brahma. And then she goes on to elaborate today's episode. One day, Krishna, on the banks of the river Yamuna, finds that all the cows and the cowherds who had gone into the forest have been poisoned and have fainted near the Yamuna. He quickly revives them with his nectar-like glances, and then he takes a good look into the river. And there he notices the very deadly and poisonous snake, Kalia. He begins to wonder why Kalia has now come into this river. And he realizes that it's because Kalia is hiding from Garuda, the great eagle. And why is that? He tells the story. Some time ago, sage Saubhari was immersed in the waters of the Yamuna doing penance. And during that time, he became very friendly towards the beings of the river, the fish and all the other animals. One day, Garuda, while flying over the Yamuna, catches a fish and kills it right in front of the sage. The sage becomes very disturbed and angry and curses Garuda that hereafter, if Garuda attacks any of the beings of the river, he will die. So Garuda then never comes back to hunt in the river and instead begins to feed on snakes. During those times, a fight breaks out between Garuda and Kalia, the fierce and poisonous snake. And after a while, Kalia finds it very difficult to match Garuda's strength and flees. And he has now come and has hidden himself in the waters of the Yamuna because he knows that Garuda cannot enter. However, Krishna realizes that Kalia is very cruel and deadly and poisonous, and he has poisoned the river so badly that all the trees and shrubs have burned down on the shores of the river. The fish and the birds are dying. So there must be an end to Kalia's stay in the river. So Krishna finds a tall tree and he climbs on top and he jumps into the river and shakes the water vigorously. Kalia, who was very arrogant, gets very irritated that somebody is shaking the river so fearlessly. So he charges at Krishna and binds him. And Krishna, he shakes Kalia off and the two begin to fight each other. Krishna decides to teach Kalia a lesson. So he grabs Kalia's tail and jumps onto Kalia's hood and begins to dance vigorously. He jumps from one hood to another and he dances and dances until Kalia becomes so exhausted that he starts to vomit blood. At that point, Kalia surrenders at Krishna's feet and asks for forgiveness and asks to be spared and not be killed. Krishna forgives Kalia and he says, okay, I will not take your life, but now you must quickly retract all the poison that you have spread into the water and into the atmosphere. And together with your whole family, your friends and your followers, you must immediately leave from here and go to the ocean. And far out in the ocean, there is an island called Ramanaka. You can go and live there peacefully, but you should not attack anyone. You should live there without harming anyone. And you also do not need to fear that Garuda will attack you anymore because the marks of my feet are on your head. So you are also safe from Garuda. But you must leave from here immediately. Kalia agrees and he takes back all his poison, and together with his entire family and all his followers, he goes into the ocean towards the island. Krishna blesses Kalia, and in this way the water of the Yamuna is purified again, and Krishna together with his family and all the cowherds go back and live peacefully in Vrindavana. So this is today's episode. Most welcome to the performance. Thank you.
वसति दुष्टात्मा कालियोऽसौ विषायुधा तदद्य नागराजस्य कर्तव्यम् निग्रहो मया
ब्रह्मरुद्रेन्द्र सुरासुर नमस्कृता शरणं त्वां प्रपन्नोऽस्मि जीवितं मे प्रदीप्यताम्